Okay, so it's this number day at anchor. My neighbours have left, so I'm back on my own, just boiling the kettle to make a coffee. I did have one this morning and it was like the worst coffee I've ever had. I don't know what went wrong with it, the one. I don't know, but I think maybe the milk maybe went a bit off. Then I'm gonna go to the library today and do some video editing. I will be able to, if the sun comes out, get charged up. The lights are now at a point where they work throughout the night. Unless I leave it on all night, then it does run a bit low. But again, that was yesterday with also charging the laptop up. I can't obviously use the laptop all day, but I am going to add another solar panel at the end of the month. Yeah, and I'm going to try take my bike to land and hope it doesn't get stolen, because walking all the way around to the library is miles. Like, it's a good, I don't know, hour and a half walk there, hour and a half walk back. Anyway, my bag's packed for the day. I've got all of the laptop stuff in. I need to charge that. I'm going to take the power bank and charge that while I'm over there. And I'm just come to the front to check this abandoned bike to see if the tyres, they could have more air in. I don't know where that pump is though. I mean, they've got a bit. Where's the bike pump? I've not seen that for ages. Anyway, I'm going to try get the bike onto the dinghy. So this should be entertaining for you to watch, because it's sometimes not easy just getting myself onto the dinghy. But if I can leave it on land for a bit, that saved me so much walking around there. But I'm going to try find the bike pump. And I've already set up the GoPro mount ready to show you. We try and balance the dinghy on the bike on the dinghy. The other alternative would be to take the boat to a port, drop the bike off, take the boat back out, but I'm just going to try it on the dinghy, I think. It's them things we've got to do. It's meant to be overcast today anyway, so there's no point sitting around here for the day. And now that they've gone, they were my internet, so I can go get it from the library, check a few things while I'm there. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and they gave me a shower card for the port over there, so if they've not changed the little code, which they probably haven't yet, I've got my shower stuff in the bag, because it's been ages since I've had a hot shower. Like, I've had some swims with then a freshwater rinse, but you do get to a point there where you just need a really good shower. Just admiring that boat and the one behind it. And then in this week too, I might go look at the boat I was telling you about. It's a Chris Craft 35 or 36. I need to see if the guy can negotiate on it a little bit. I need to see the overall state. I feel like if I look at it and it's already categorized as an ocean crosser. That's not the right term. What? Can't talk this morning. It's already categorized as a boat that's able to cross oceans. So they've already said that the aft cabin they've completely redone. I've seen photos of the aft cabin and it does look completely redone. With this one, I've still probably realistically got to take out all the electrics and do them again, because they keep failing. And it's alright if they fail now, but if they failed while I was doing something serious, then it's not ideal. The engine's the big one with it, that's why the price is so low. But it's one of them. If for the sake of working for 2 months, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Kettle's boiled. I'm gonna have a coffee and I'm gonna get up to land, and I'm really hoping I can get in that shower because it looks nice. If not, I did meet a random person on the beach yesterday, so I've got my shower stuff, so I could be cheeky when I get to the library because that's close to where they live, and be like, can I use your shower? People do tend to like take a pity, although I've not in all this time gone and had a shower yet at someone else's house. But and I keep forgetting when I do this that I talk to these random people and they subscribe, and then I'm talking about them, but I'm sure they won't mind me thinking about going and asking them for a shower, maybe? I don't know. We'll see what the outcome is of whether this makes it into the video, I guess. The milk's definitely off. I messed up. Not off to the point that it's gonna kill me, just off to the point that it just doesn't taste very nice. I messed up this time. I bought a carton one. The bottle ones last for ages, but I messed up and bought a carton one. There was some a bit seeing them go today and talking to them last night, and you know, they've done really well. Like they've got here from Sweden, so that's pretty good going. And I'm I'm just here messing around. I really need to get sorted. Yesterday I was looking for a Genoa and I just can't find one. So what happens is, it gets to the start of the month and you got all these things that you plan on doing, and then you can't do them, and then it's easy then to lose focus on what you need to do. Regarding getting a boat out of the water as well, I was at their boat yesterday and they were using they have 2 taps on the sink, and one of them pumps seawater. So that got me thinking, I should really do that. This is what I mean. Looking at this other boat is really what I need to do, is go look at it, but like properly look more than I ever looked at a boat before, and do a really good estimate of what it's going to cost. By the sounds of it, everything's in good order apart from the engine. But if that's one thing to worry about, you know, if I get there and all the electrics are fine and work and the water tanks work, and then I've got to do an actual estimate of all the things I realistically need to do to this boat and see where I'm at. Because if the interior of this one, like beyond the aft cabin, hasn't been refit yet, you know, mine looks alright inside, it looks quite cozy, but it's not really the most important thing, and it's something in time I could do. The aft cabin too, where I am in France, if this set me back a few months, what I'd do is I'd rent out that aft cabin. I think someone was telling me you could rent out the V-berth in your boat, but realistically I can't, because it's 2 people living in there. At least if it's an aft cabin, there's, you know, it's a private cabin, you know, you can get in and out of it. It probably is quite rentable, maybe minus the toilet, who knows. But yeah, if that was done, I reckon I could rent it out, even if it was for like, you'd get 30 euros a night around here. You know, that 30 euros a night is going to pay for the boat. That's what I'm thinking. And I looked at a boat back in September, and I regret a little bit that I didn't that I didn't swap to that one. We'll go look at it. I don't think it's going to be on for very long, because the other thing with this one is boats, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they tend to have a maximum value. This one, when I went to like a boat dealer and I just said the name of the boat, they knew what type it was, and I said if I was selling it, and they were like, if everything was in working order, really good condition, so almost looking new basically, I'd get between 10 and 15 for it, but I wouldn't get that easily. And I'd have to finish everything, which would involve me putting a few more thousand in. So by the time I'd done that, I'd have 15 in it anyway, and I would bet I wouldn't get 15 for it, because there's no end of cheap boats for sale really. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. As like I say, I said at the start, I worked through for this boat, and I could put, say I've got to put four more, let's say 5,000 into this one, and it then looks alright. It's still going to have its flaws because there's only so much I can change. You know, the cooker's gimbaled, but it's not gimbaled really because it doesn't actually fit where it's meant to be. And it was designed for going out on a day sail with like 5 people, and you've got a fairly big sofa area, but I'm not with 5 people, am I? I'd rather have like a nav station. I'd rather have the head at this side of the boat, not over, and not where you walk through it to get to the bedroom. Aft cabin, honestly, isn't something I'm that bothered about, but would create some opportunities in the long run. And if I leave here and I put everything, you know, if I'm going across the Atlantic, I've only got this period of time where I can make the boat sustainable, and going forwards from there, I'm only ever going to be sustaining. So while I'm here, I could in theory tie this to a motor, you know, there's many possibilities. So I need to go have a look and see if it's worthwhile. Because yeah, I'll get into this boat a bit more in a different video probably, but when I got it, it was easy enough to slap a coat of white paint on. It looked quite good for the summer, and then I realised how that wasn't going to last. And I'm just looking around me at things that are broken. Whereas I reckon for the price I've got to put into this, I could have one that was more ready, if that makes sense. And I also need to email the port over there about a boat that I can't remember if I got any footage of it, but I'm gonna go get some more just in case. Same with that, it's abandoned, it'll probably end up going to an auction. But if you know, the port will just want rid of it, and there'll be a date where the thing's up, the time they've got to give the previous, well, the owner of it to come and get it. But that one as well looks, I don't know what type of boat it is. It looks very similar to like a Cape Dory, but that one's about the size of this one, but not as wide. The width is just, I don't know, I'm waffling anyway. I need to go to the library. It's just about to go, and the wind's picked up. It's not massive. It weren't forecast. Without internet, I can't check the weather. So I'm gonna go, I'll get to the library dead quick, and then I'll check the weather when I'm there, and if it looks like it's really strong, then I'll obviously come back. But I can't find a bike pump either. But the tyres aren't flat, so should be alright. Port Galease, and of course the day I come and try for like a free shower, something's happening, whether some celebrities are coming or what, because obviously Cannes Film Festival's still going on until Sunday. But I struggled to find somewhere just to even park my bike. The car park's full, there's loads of security on the gate. Anyway, we've got it in, so if we can just get into the shower block unseen, have a shower, get on the bike, leave, mission accomplished, we hope. Right, made the shower, so we're all nice and clean. Then took ages trying to find the library, cause when you go to try find the library, when someone dropped you off there the first time, it's easy then to go find the town closest to where my boat is, because you just find a sign. To find the library weren't so easy. I got to the library, it was closed until 12 and it was only about 10:30. I didn't fancy sitting around for an hour and a half. I don't have any battery on anything. Or any cash, so I couldn't do much. So I thought I'd come look at this boat that I'd seen online for sale. So I'm in, I'll have to attach a name because I don't actually know what this port's called, but I knew it was here because I recognise these buildings because they look a bit like boats, don't they? But they're a bit crazy to see. But yeah, we're in this port, and before I show you the boat, in one way, I thought it looked a bit cleaner on the pictures. However, there's a lot of boat there for the price. So, are you ready? Okay, so I didn't mean to leave a cliffhanger there, but I'm trying to make the videos 20 minutes each. I will post both of these at the same time. So if you do want to see the outside of the boat, and I'll make that just part 2 with nothing else in. And if you don't want to see me look at a boat that I probably aren't going to buy, obviously I don't buy it because here I am still in my boat. But if you want to see the thought process and what was going through my head, because if the price was a bit lower on that boat, it would have made a lot of sense. But yeah, that video should be up the same time as this video, so if you do want to see it, it's there. And if not, I'll see you in the video after. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Also, quickly, just to mention, that shower, it had been a while, so that's why the delight that I had to have that shower, because it was actually quite nice, just the hot water. It's not to say I don't shower, but I shower with like a bottle of water on the back of the boat, so just to have that nice powerful water after sneaking into Port Galease, which is actually where this hat's from. Yeah, it was quite nice. Later on in the videos, I do just get used to the fact that showers aren't that common and I just have to use a bottle of water. But at the time, I was missing the shower, so that's why it's in there. Don't know why I'm putting video of myself in the shower. People are probably going to ask. But anyway, that's why, and I'll see you next time.